With Leicester Tigers still looking for their first win at home in the Premiership and Northampton Saints coming off the back of a big win over Saracens, this match was always going to be a big occasion, never mind the history. And it was a bruising encounter from the off. Ryan Lamb and Toby Flood swapping penalties before one of the talking points of the game. Alisana Tuilagi and Tom Wood red-carded for punching after Chris Ashton appeared to pull Tuilagi's hair. With 14 aside, Leicester up the ante. Matt Smith showing pace, power and awareness to go through Ashton and touch down for one of the tries of the season and give Tigers an 8-3 lead. Flood failed to convert, but Steve Maffey followed up 12 minutes later. The big Tongan breaking 4 weak tackles and Leicester taking a 15-6 lead into half-time. 2 minutes after the break, Flood got his second penalty to get the score to 18-6. But Saints responded almost immediately. Some lovely hands sending Ashton in for Northampton's first try and reduced the arrears to 18-11. Some wonderful running rugby ensued and Saints should have scored, but it was Leicester who crossed next. Lamb's error leading to Ben Young's burst in the base and the try awarded by the video ref. Flood missed another kick, but the hosts would have felt safe at 23-11. But 2 converted tries in 2 minutes from Tom May and Phil Dowson gave the visitors a 25-23 lead with 14 minutes to go. But Leicester had the last laugh in this ding-dong battle. Horatio Aguja fed by Ed Slater and the Argentinian running 50 metres to score in dramatic Ashton fashion. Flood converted and Tigers held on for their first Premiership win at home of the season. Final score at Welford Road, Leicester Tigers 30, Northampton Saints 25.
This time there is no error. Exeter have the lead. Saunders goes to his captain Natoji, who just got enough onto it to get the ball back. 6 points to 3, Exeter lead. Good, he was caught a little late. James onto Budilli. Surrounded by black jerseys. Showed plenty of strength there though. Oh, the floated pass is taken by Strettle, and Strettle is away, and the England wing will not be caught. Well, it was the floated intercept pass which helped Exeter get into this final last week up in Leicester when Fetu Vainikolo was the beneficiary. This time it's Ben White who throws the pass that he'll deeply regret. Plucked out of a brilliant blue sky by Strettle. There was nothing the defenders could do about it.
Crouch. 5. Set.
Free kick to Saracens. Spencer takes it quickly. Here goes Fagaggio, the Puma. The drive that time from Sperling. Change of direction from Spencer. A little chip over the top. It's Meg at the wing. And that was brilliant from Strettle. The execution, pinpoint from the scrum half. And Strettle, well, the first try was a gift. That was superbly worked. Well, this really was a little touch of genius. What an opening 10 minutes to this second half it's been for the men in black. Into the final quarter of the match. Just a converted try separates them, but Spencer's away. A little chip over the top of James. Now can he gather it? He can. The pick up there from Brown. That's Hankin. Itoji. There was Sexton who was over the ball, getting cleared out. Here's the drive up to the try line. Hillary, who has been outshone by his wing colleague today. There's Hankin. Another drive at the line coming from Barrington. There it is, just burrowing away. Presenting the ball. De Jager goes himself. He thinks he's got it. The referee agrees. Saracens are rampant. Nick De Jager, who made his Saracens debut in last season's competition, may well have got the try which clinches Saracens' first ever LV Cup title.
Bind. Set.
Well, there is the ball. Horseman. Well, the player dumped down.
Block it away. Ball is there.
The Chiefs still have it. It's there for Lewis. Lewis goes himself, turns straight into a wall of black. Saracens down to 14. There is just a little ray of hope for the Chiefs. Out there to Steenson. Out from Tom James. Badilli for the corner. 20-year-old Max Badilli has gone in the corner to give the defending champions hope.
Yes, mate. Try yes or no, please. Okay.
Well, Ian Davis is seeking confirmation. Fairku comes across. This might be a little more instructive. The Chiefs within 9 points. Another pickup, a drive.
Hands away, Black. Black, 22 out. Let's get out.
Well, Tom James out here. Great step. Can he get there? Badilli! Oh! He's claiming he scored it. There is no doubt that this will be passed on to Gareth Simmons.
Simo, try yes or no, please.
3 minutes to go in the final. The destiny of the trophy may just yet hang on that moment. Could that prove to be the most valuable boot in North London?
His hand is on the ball as the ball hits the floor.
Yes.
I am therefore, unless you're going to tell me otherwise, going to award the try.
Okay, try.
Yeah.
Ian Davis is going to award the try.
Gareth, time off, please, Clive. Gareth, just give me the mark.
Exeter will not lie down and die. The catch there from Cruz.
That's one! No!
There is a minute for one of 30 men to snatch the trophy. The rumble forward.
Let's use it now, use it!
It's Arlo who's got it, who's been urged to use it. There goes Spencer. Ellery.
Feet down, legs down!
Half a minute to go in the final.
Move right. No, no!
Oh, it's a penalty. A penalty to Saracens. It's been awarded against Greg Bateman.
Entry 16 white. No,
Coming in from the side. Ben Spencer to win the LV Cup for Saracens. He's done it! Over the years, it's a competition which has frustrated Saracens. Serial semi-final losers, but it's different today, and they've done it the hard way. Unbeaten throughout the pool phase, they've toppled the defending champions, not once, but twice. It's a black and red letter day.
Bath entertained Gloucester on Saturday afternoon in round 2 of the Gallagher Premiership. It was the home side's second derby in 8 days, and they would be looking to pick up their first win of the season after a disappointing defeat to Bristol last weekend. But it was the away side that took the lead as back row Ruan Ackerman crossed, the South African getting his first score of the season. It wasn't long before he was the centre of attention again, but this time it wasn't from a yard out. A superb line off a flat ball from Danny Cipriani, and he powered his way through Freddie Burns and Tom Homer to crash over. It was turning out to be a rather forgettable half for Todd Blackadder's side, and they found themselves 21-0 down as Callum Brayley darted over. Billy Twelvetrees made it 3 from 3 with the boot, adding the conversion. Bath had to get back into the game, and just before the break they did. Semeso Rokadanguni scoring in the corner. Freddie Burns, the provider, with a superbly weighted ball. The second half was a very different story as Bath cut the gap to 9. Tom Dunn making the most of a poor line-out from James Hansen. Burns added the extras, and on 63 minutes the game was level. Dunn this time proving he was a master from a yard out as he got his second score of the match, bundling through a number of Gloucester defenders. This rather remarkable game had turned on its head, and the wreck was bouncing when replacement forward Elliot Stook dived over in the corner. Rhys Priestland knocking over the conversion to make it 31-24 with 5 minutes remaining. However, there was one more twist to this game, and of course Danny Cipriani had to be involved. The fly half managing another superb piece of skill under pressure. His exquisite pass found Jason Woodward, and the fullback shipped it on to Matt Banahan, and the former Bath man fell over the line. Twelvetrees landed a superb conversion to level the scores, making it honours even at the wreck. Final score, Bath 31, Gloucester 31.
The new Aviva Premiership season kicked off with Wasps taking on 2012 champions Harlequins at Twickenham, and it is unlikely any other game this season will match the drama that unfolded at HQ on the opening day. It was London Wasps who took early control of the contest, scoring the opening try of the season after just 2 minutes, Christian Wade finishing off a flowing move. It got better for Wasps minutes later as Tom Varndell touched down, Wade cheekily passing him the ball after he had already crossed the line. Nicky Robinson added 2 penalties as Wasps rushed into a 20-0 lead after 12 minutes. Tom Williams replied for Harlequins, but Wade scored his second after Evans and Robinson had exchanged penalties to leave Wasps 28-13 up at half-time. Varndell thought he had scored a bonus point try for Wasps before the break, only to have it overturned by the TMO for a forward pass. But the Wasps fans didn't have long to wait for try number 4, as lock Marco Wenzel crossed 6 minutes into the second half. It was hard to imagine Wasps were fighting relegation last season after Tim Payne had crossed for his side's 5th try, but a stunning Harlequins fightback showed just why they are the reigning champions. Quinn scored 4 tries in a 10-minute blitz that brought them to within a point of Wasps. Tom Guest the first to touch down before Mike Brown grabbed a brace, with Nick Evans touching down to make the score 40 points to 39 with 12 minutes to go. And it was Evans, so often Quinn's match winner last season, who scored the winning points. With just 3 minutes of time remaining, Evans coolly converted a penalty to give his side the win in a game that no one lucky enough to have been at Twickenham is likely to forget. The final score, Wasps 40, Harlequins 42.
Sale began like a team anxious to make amends after opening their season with 2 defeats, and they quickly put London Irish under heavy pressure. They had early reward with a try for prop Ross Harrison. A line out taken by Bryn Evans was driven on by the Sharks pack, and Harrison had plenty of power and momentum to make it count. Sale had their tails up, and when Denny Solomona went looking for work in field, they scored a second try, an inside pass from Faf de Klerk, setting the wing clear, and his pace did the rest. Solomona then showed he's got enough gas from long range as well as short. A floated pass by Tommy Bell was scooped up by the England wing, who reminded Eddie Jones what he might have to offer this season. The Sharks led 24-0 at the break, and they had their bonus point before the hour. After soaking up pressure, de Klerk and Beaumont combined to send in Josh Charnley. Irish responded through their forwards, a drive bringing a penalty try, but after Blair Cowan was red-carded for a second yellow card offence, it was Sale who had the final word. Mark Jennings cutting inside and bouncing off a tackle to make the line for Sharks' 5th try. Final score, Sale 36, London Irish 7.
Bristol Bears played host to Worcester Warriors in round 17 of the Gallagher Premiership. The Bears had won their previous 2 matches but hadn't won 3 in a row in the Premiership since 2007. The Warriors welcomed back internationals Ben Teo and Josh Adams. It took 4 minutes for the opening score, referee Luke Pearce awarding the hosts a penalty try and sending Niall Annette to the bin. 15 minutes were on the clock when the Warriors struck back. Chris Pennell made a break down the left wing, and following a few phases, Ted Hill barged his way over to score. Conversion was good to make it all square at 7 apiece. 4 minutes later, the Bears retook the lead thanks to a show of superb pace from Luke Morahan. The Australian international gassed his way down the right wing to dive over in the corner. Sheedy's conversion went wide though, so it was just 12-7 after 19 minutes. After 23 minutes, England international Teo marked his return to the side by scoring in the corner. Weir added the conversion to make it 14-12 to the Warriors. But Callum Sheedy slotted back-to-back penalties from range to make it 18-14 on the half-hour mark. Worcester scored their 3rd try after 34 minutes. Welsh international Adams diving over acrobatically in the corner. Weir's conversion good to make it 21 points to 18 to the visitors. And Weir kicked a penalty in the latter stages of the half to make it 24-18 at the break. The second half got underway and it was the Warriors who extended their lead when Weir kicked his 2nd penalty to make it 27-18 after 46 minutes. With 66 minutes gone, fly half Callum Sheedy was the recipient of a brilliant offload from Siali Piatau to cross the whitewash for the home side. That narrowed the gap to 2 points, 27-25. Benteo was shown a late yellow card for the visitors, but the Bears couldn't make it count, and it was Worcester who travelled home with 4 huge points. The final score, Bristol Bears 25, Warriors 27.